Hello, dear students. Right now, we try to understand the comparison between the two arrays. So we will go through the first one. The first one is comparing two arrays for corresponding element equivalence. Order is important here. So what we are saying, if this is the array one and this is the array two, all the elements from the zero index, here, it should be equal to here. So you see one is true case, 2, okay, 3, and 4. So for this example, the program, if we run with these content, the program should give us the two arrays are equal. And in the case, for the false case, for example, you see this one is not corresponding to the zeroth index of array one, corresponding to the zeroth index of array two, they are not the same value. So even if the second value is the same here and here, but you see, because the corresponding element is not having the same value, you are saying this case is a false case, and this is the true case. This will be our first example. And we go through the second example is something like this. The two arrays are compared without order. Order is not important. What we mean is this. So look at this. 1, 1, okay. Let's make this one 2, for example. So 1 is corresponding to 2 from the array 1 and array 2. So the zeroth index of array 1 is 1. The zeroth index of array 2 is 2. You see, they are the same element, they are not the same element, but still 1 is found in the second array, which means order is not important. So I'm searching for 1 in the array 2. If we found this element in array 2, this means that, okay, so we don't have any problem. So 1 is found, 1 is found, 2 is found, and 2 is found. So this will be the true case. Look at this. Here we have 3 and we do not care about it. Look at the false case. 1 is found, yes. And 1 is found here, yes. Let's make this one even 2, for example. 1 is found, okay, it is found. And 2 is found, yes, here. But 3 is not found in the array 2. So this will be our false case. In the third example, we have something like comparing the whole array 1 to the whole array 2. So you see 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, because the values are 1, 2, 3, and here 1, 2, 3, no matter how ordered they have been organized, these two arrays are equal. The false case is this. 1 is found here, yes. 1 is found here, yes. 2 is found here, yes. 2 is found here, yes. But we are comparing this one to this one again right now. So 1 is found in the first array, yes. 1 is found in the first array, yes. 2 is found in the first array, yes. 3 is found in this array, no. So you see, this is the false case. So our first example is order. The two other examples are not ordered. So we start by the first example right now. Well, let's solve it. First of all, we have two arrays. They are of, let's say, make this one array 1 and having 4 values. We can directly give the values. So I will say something like, let's go according to the example, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for the second array, I copy and paste. I name this as array 2. We said this is optional, either I'm writing it or not writing it, so I don't write it. And what's about the value? So the value is 1, 2, 3, 4. The same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. And what I do is I'm comparing the first array to the second array. If we found every element in the array 1 correspond to the same value in the array 2, then these two arrays are equal. So I will go with 4 and I say integer I equals to 0. And the I is, what's the size? So this, we can see here, I can have a constant integer size equals to 4. And I will say size. This is a good way to make the array nice, like to make the for loop automatic. So I am writing an if statement. What I'm saying is this. I go through each and every element of the first array. So what I should say, I say array one, here I should say, here, array one, at which index we have the first, second, third, and fourth. So which one is our aim? We don't know all of them, in fact. So that's why we are starting with the header of the for. So you are using that I because it is changing the value. The first value is 0, so that 0 index in the array is this one. So I go through I. If our array at the first index is equals to our second array in the first index. So what I'm saying is this, double equal to array2 at the first index, so at I. So if 0th index here of array1 is equal to 0th index of array2, which is here, then they are equal. They don't have any problem. Okay, and it goes to the second one, it goes to the third one, and it goes to the fourth one. So if they are equal, I can have let's say two solutions. If I put here something like cout, and then I say equal, and then I say end line. Here, okay, if they are not equal, what should happen? So I will say else, and I put another cout here, and I say not equal. Okay, so these two arrays, in fact, they are equal, and I want it one time to be printed, not all the times. It should say like equal, 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 equal. So right now it says, okay, if we have 4 elements, so 4 equal. This is a true solution for the question, but this is not the best solution. So what I can say, I can put a Boolean here, okay, and I can say, okay, we can name it equal, and I can say false. I can say true, not false, because what I'm saying is this: whenever they are equal, I can make, okay, let's make these two things one part. Let's say let's decrease everything to not of 2 lines, I mean 4 lines. Let's make it even smaller than what we think. And let's see. Okay, so what I say is this: I don't say if it is equal to, I'll say if it is not equal to array2, then I will say not equal directly, and I directly exit the program without even using a Boolean to true and stuff. So this way I was able to understand that these two arrays are not equal. So whenever this situation, the first index, any of the first element, I mean, any element of the first array was not equal to any element of the any corresponding element of the second array, this, and this. So it will say they are not equal, and not equal will execute, and I give break directly. So this way I'm able to, let's say, to make everything clear and to the point. So when I run the code, okay, so which means the two arrays are equal. We can have something like Boolean here as well. Let's say Boolean, let's say what is equality, equals to false. So they are not equal. Whenever it comes here, I'm saying equals to false. And here, so I make this true. Because whenever these two arrays are not equal, I'm supposing the two arrays are equal right now. So whenever they are not equal, I will say not equal, and I will make the Boolean false, and I break it. So here, after execution, not to make everything repeated, so I will say if that Boolean, which is equal, if that Boolean, okay, is true, this means that this line didn't happen. So which means if this line didn't happen, this means the two arrays are equal. But if the equal became false, so this means this line have been executed. Okay, so I'll say if equal double equals to true, so which means this line comes never executed here. Okay, so I just cut this line. So if it is true, this means that it is the two arrays. Okay, two arrays are equal. Else, we can say the two arrays are not equal. Two arrays are not equal. So this way, I'm able to make the code, I mean, even very nicer than what we had, because we are having a Boolean here. Whenever this line happens, it makes the Boolean value false and breaks the program, which means that it comes out from the for loop. So it comes here. Okay, so whenever this line had this option or this comparison, any element from the first array was not equal to the element in the second array at that specific index or address. So this means that the equal sign becomes false. And if it is false, so this means that two arrays are not equal. If it didn't happen, so equal sign never becomes false and never becomes break. So it goes through that every single element without reaching or visiting this piece of code. And it comes here in true case. So I run the code, I should get true, two arrays are equal. And let's go to we are making it 1, 2, 2, 1. Let's say I'm changing this into 2. So in this way, I have, even I have 1 and I have 2 here in both, but we are caring about order. So if I run my code right now, I should get something like the two arrays are not equal. Let's see. Two arrays are not equal. And even if I have 1 here, okay, the first element is equal, but the second element is not equal. So I should get the two arrays are not equal. Okay, so this was the first example. The first example regarding the two arrays. So this one, okay. Now it's been solved. Let's come here, this point. We are searching for the array 1 in the array 2, so we don't care about order. So in this case, this question should be, this will be the true case here, because 1 is found here, 2 is found here, and 3 and 4. So this will be this one, this question's true case, okay? Okay, so let's go to the code right now. What we are changing, we are not going to change too much thing. Okay. And okay, let's make the differences here in the array. Okay, so let's change the things here. Let's start from 0 again. So we have two arrays and we have constant integer size. Okay. What are our cases? Our cases are 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. So we have okay, 1, 1, 2, and 3, and 1. Let's see what the other one. 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, and 3. That's it. 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, you see we have 3 here, but we don't have 3 here, but still this is our true case. Because you are only comparing the first array if the elements of the first array are found in the second array, and you see we have two duplicates, which mean we have it in fact. So I put a 4 integer I smaller than size I here, because we are comparing the elements from the array 1 to the array 2. So I'm getting the first element and compare it to the whole array 2, and I'm getting the second element and compare it to the whole array 2. I'm getting the third element compared to the whole array, and the fourth element compared to the whole array. So you see, this array 2 will be executed 4 times. I mean, it will go from 0 to the third index 4 times. So in this situation, I should have a for loop for the first array and a for loop for the second to execute or to pass through the second array. So I write the size here. So this will be for the first array, this array 1, and this will be to the for the second array, this array 2. And what I say is that if I'm saying if array 1 at any I, so the I is, that's first time is 0, the second time become 1, and so on. Okay, was double equal to any element of array 2 at, so I'm saying j, and I'm changing this one into j because you shouldn't have I here and I here. So I will change this one into j. Okay, and j small than so, and j plus plus. So if array 1 at I double equal to at any element from 0 to the size, any element of array j, then I'm saying they are equal. You see, so let's say, see out. First of all, we think about sample, very simple solutions. And then I give an end line. That's it. And I put a cout end line just to make things tidier. Okay, so this will be like any element from the first time the 0th index, which is 1 of the array 1 comes, and it will be compared to the all elements of array 2 starting from the 0th index until the size, which is 4 index. So we don't have 4th index, we have 0, 1, 2, 3 index. Okay. So if these two are equal, then we are saying equal. So this not the best solution still, but we are trying to see if we have something. So you see we have equal, 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 and equal, equal. How many equals I have? We have 6 equal, 2, 4, 6. In fact, we have how many elements? 4 elements. So it gets the 1 and compares to this no, to this yes. So this will be 1 equal. And we get the second one and compare to this no to compare to this one yes. So this is the second equal. This one will be compared to this one, third equal, and then compared to this one becomes 4th equal. And then the second two comes here compared to this one, 5th equal, and then no, yes, 6th equal. So you see one element is compared to the first and the third element at the same time, both of them, because they are the same value. We are counting each of them, and this is not a very, this is not a good solution. So we can fix this with 2 ways. We can say that whenever an equality found, whenever this one, for example, this 2 found here, I just want to make j equals to what? 4. That's it. I can fix this the problem like this, because whenever the array 1 at I was double equal to array 2 at j, so whenever, for example, this element is found here, don't go again to the j++ and compare it. If you compare it, this time j equals to 4, 4 smaller than size, no. So it will not come inside again, and it will go to the end line and comes here, increases the I. So this is one solution. Let's run the program. This time we may have 4 equals instead of 6 equal. Let's see. we have another solution for this problem. We'll try to, yes, we'll try to fix that as well. So 1 equal, 2 equal, 3 equal, and 4 equal. You see, we don't have 6 equals because whenever one of the comparison, one of the array elements found in array 2, we just exit it. Or we can have a Boolean here. Boolean found, okay, equals to, let's say, false. False. And without making this one, I don't need this one here, manually changing the for loop. So I will put an and here. So if found was not, so was not true, was equals to false. So what I'm saying is this: if found was false, then come here and I'm saying found equals to true. Okay, so here I make found equals to false again. So what I'm saying is this: whenever I'm getting the first element of the array 1 and I compare to array 2. So are they equal? No. So false and false equals to false, found equals to false, yes. So true, false and true case, so never executes. Then I come to the second one. 1 is equals to 1, yes. And then look at this. This one is true and this one is true. So cout equal happens, and then found equals to true. We are changing the value of found to true. So this case becomes false. This case becomes false, and it will never becomes, it will never happen again. This if statement never happens again. Let's have example of 2. This is better to understand. So we are getting, okay, so we coming from here, found equals to false, okay, and I'm getting the I equals to 0, 1, and 2, okay, so it will be like array 1 at second, 0, 1, 2, at third index, which is 2, is it equals to the whole array 2, okay, it is found in the first element, but it is found in a third element as well. But in the first element, you see that whenever I found that 2, I put, okay, found is false at first, found is false, and these 2 are equal, and then we are saying cout equal, so equal will be printed, and found becomes true. Okay, then found becomes true. Okay, it happens, and then comes here again. This one comes 1, 2 equals to 1, no. Okay, normally it doesn't go inside. Then this 2 comes, this, and you are saying 2 is equals to 2 again, yes, but found right now is true due to the first case. So which means that it never comes inside here again, and equal will not be printed again because we have this condition and never lets the repetition, let's say twice, to visit this inside. So if I run my code right now, we will have four equal signs, equal, equal, equal. But if we don't have it, you see, we'll have 6 equal. And this way, I get rid of the 2, 4, even 8, 8, yes. This way I get rid of the repeated values, okay? Very nice. Right now, we don't need even 4 equal. So we need something like, it should tell me that it is equal 1 time, and just like the previous case. Okay, so I need something like if something, then equal, otherwise not equal, else not equal. So I should have something like here. Instead of printing it inside the for loop, so I should say if something, then they are equal, otherwise not equal. 2 arrays are not equal. Here I will say 2 arrays are equal. Very nice. So what should I write here and what should I go through? And if I don't have anything here, so I don't need the cout, and it is working right now, but without showing me any result, and because I didn't put any cout here. So what should I do? I should I have some cases to work on. Let's see how many elements I have: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I can count it. So whenever any element here compared to the second array and it's found it is corresponding, then tick +1, tick +2. So how many elements I have? 4 elements here. If I get 4 ticks, which this means that each element in array 1 has found it is corresponding in the array 2. So I can say, okay, I can say count, let's say integer count equals to 0 or equals to 1, okay? And whenever it found, the two arrays found each other, so I'll say count plus equals to 1. Why I'm making this one equals to 1? Because I want to compare it to the size. If I make it 0, we will have 0, 1, 2, 3. And if I may start from 1, we will have 2, 3. Okay, 1 becomes 2, then 3, then 4. So I make this one 0. It becomes 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it's better to make it 0. So I will say if count was equals to size. So you see, it is automatic. It's not like something I manually give some value. Then the two arrays are equal. Otherwise, the two arrays are not equal. According to my situation, this two arrays are equal. So if I run my code right now, I should have like 2 arrays are equal. But if I put here, let's say 3 and here 2, it should give me like the 2 arrays are not equal. But let's see, I should build a solution. I think we are facing a problem. So let's run it again. 2 arrays are equal. I think we are facing, yes, here we are saying I, and here is J. Okay. So this is I. Let's see right now. 2 arrays are not equal. And if I change this one into 2, let's say 2, yeah, and this one into 3, and the 2 arrays should be equal. Yes, so this will be our second example. You see, we can give different values and we can have different, it will like make everything automatically. Okay, we come to the third example right now. The second example has been done correctly. The third example is this. So this situation here, okay, the third example is the first array are, wait a minute. So this time, look at this, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. But if I run my code, it says the two arrays are equal. In fact, they are not, because I'm just comparing the first array to the second array. If all the elements of array 1 are found in array 2, that's okay. But I'm not comparing the second array elements to first array elements as well. So I compare these to these. But you see this 3, I don't care about it. But here, if I put this 3 in the first array, we will have the false case. But here we'll try to fix this issue as well. So I'm comparing, okay, 1 is found, 1 is found, 2 is found, 3 is found. This will be the true case. Okay, and if any of the any element of the first array was not found in array 2, or if any of the elements of array 2 is not found in array 1, so it will be all false case. So you see 1 is found, 1 is found, 2 is found, 2 is found here. But Here 1 and 2 is found, but 3 is not found in the first array. So I should fix this problem. Right now my array is working good. I'm comparing the first array to the second. So what I do is I just copy paste this. And let me just make it a bit tidier. And okay. And I put another copy of it. So this will be to compare the first array to the second array. And this will be to compare the second array to the first array. So I will change this one into array 2 at I was equals to array 1 at j. So this is array 2. I get one element of array 2 and I compare it to whole elements of array 1. And I have the found false. So I will take this one out of the for loop and I put it here because at last I should have the found false. And I compare it. And instead of making the count equals to +1, we can make it something like better, or I don't know. I can make it -1. So at last count was equals to 1. Because not 1, 0, because it should be decreased. If this 0, then the two arrays are equal, otherwise they are not equal. And I delete that one. Okay, so I have the count right now. I can here print out the count. So for example, we will have 4 here at last. So count is 4, and then we come here, we make the found false, and we are coming here. Whenever any element of array 2 found in array 1, we are saying found is true and count decrease by 1. So it will go 3, then 2, then 1, then 0. If it goes until 0, which means the count is equals to 0, which means count is its initial value, increase it, and then decrease it to 0 again. This means that the two arrays are equal. Otherwise, in any case, any element of array 2 was not found in array 1 without caring about the repetition, this count will not happen. Okay? Okay, because AND works like true and true equals to true, but false and false is equals to false, not equal to true. Okay, so that's why we always get inside this if statement if any element of the array 2 found in array 1 and it wasn't the repeated element. So what we mean by that is this. So for example, 1 is found here, but it is found here as well. So I don't care about the repetition. Whenever it comes here, I found it, I'll say found equals to false. Don't search other elements. Just found it and get out of here. Or we solved this one we found here by saying j equals to 4. This was also another solution for the problem, because we will not go through it. We will directly make j equals to 4, and 4 is not smaller than 4, and it will directly come out of the inside for loop, go out to the bigger for loop. So let's see if we are having the solution. And let's see the two arrays are not equal, it says. And let's see if our arrays are not equal. 1 is found here, 1 is found here, 2 is found, but 3 is found here, but not here. Okay, let's make this one 3, and let's see if we are having any problem. It says the two arrays are equal. So if I have 1, 1, and 1, and 1, here, let's see, make this one 2. Here we are saying 2, 2, and 1. And let's run it. The two arrays are equal. And let's make this one 3, one element in the array 1, but not found in array 2. Okay, not equal. Let's make this one equals to 3 and this one equals to 2. An element found in array 2, not in array 1. And you see that the two arrays are still not equal. So this was like a solution for the comparison of the two arrays in two different solution ways. I hope you have understood. If you haven't understood, I'll be glad to answer your questions whenever you have class or whenever I was at university. Okay, have a nice time.